Hi everyone, I'm Grimith, and welcome to a new cooperative Let's Get On With It adventure. This is Mercenary Kings Reloaded Edition, a frantic, two-dimension cooperative action game. I'll be playing it alongside Lethal Feline and Mysterious JG. They're not joining me for this video, because I wanted to have a bit of time with you to go through the tutorial, and also explain some gameplay mechanics.
Mercenary teams!
So, let's get cracking. A new save. We'll say here in slot 3. And we'll choose Czar, this robot. Default color. That's fine. Let's tutorial. After an opening cutscene. The Mandrake Project. Scientists creating a bioregenerating formula that could change the world. The project laboratories are hidden away on Mandragora Island. But something terrible happened. Claw has struck. They've kidnapped the chief engineer, Dr. James Neal. Only you can get him back. And so they ride. But tragedy strikes. Shadowrun all over again. I enjoy the art style of the game. It gives me Metal Slug vibes, although the gameplay is definitely not Metal Slug in nature. We've only recovered King and Empress. The Mandrake formula will save them. So there you have it. Mercenary Kings. Lethal GG and I have put about 3 sessions into this. Wanted to determine whether this would be suitable to share with folks. The game hasn't done a great job of carrying commentary, and that will show itself in the first session. But beyond that, we do a pretty good job. We're dropping you on the island, so you can stretch your new legs. Report back to me at camp, then. We can take the fight back to Claw. Let's go, Czar. Kings, you're about to touch down on Mandragora Island. You will be landing in the hunting grounds. From there, find your way to the rest of us at Camp Crown. The training exercise, make sure you've got your wits about you. We've left radio instructions along the way. Good luck. Throughout the series, we do not read dialogue. It's a break for us. So enjoy this time or not while it's here. So, controls. You've got to jump. You've got to roll. You've got basic voice commands. We've got an inventory that we can cycle between 4 things. Movement. You can put away your gun. And putting away your gun does make a difference. Note that every item in this game has weight attached to it, and your movement speed is based on your total equipment load, which determines not just how well you move, but how great your air control is. Bolstering your gun, as well as just managing your equipment loadout, matters in this video game. As well as timing your reloads. Get that in the green bar, and your shots deal an extra 10% more damage. You could also just let the reload tick off, or fail to get it in the right zone. Shoot with X, reload with right mouse, right bumper, and use your knife with Y. You have a melee attack. Now, another big feature of this game, besides the platforming mechanics of it, is weapon customization. You not just have a plethora of melee weapons to choose from, but you can build your own gun with various parts. Here's our jungle path map. Our objective is that golden X, and other points of interest will be marked. Here's our mission info. Destroy the crate. Press down to pick up items. I would prefer like an automatic pickup system in this game. The fact that you have to constantly like press down to pick up items, that's a little unfortunate. But so it goes. We can equip an item from our backpack. Yeah, I got the C4 equipped right now. And we need to go plant it and then detonate it. Like so. We have a roll. It's not a dodge roll command. I struggle to grasp this. It just allows you to move quickly. But I try to use it to dodge through enemies and through gunshots, and I'm disappointed. First aid kit will fully heal you. These adorable little critters scampering around. You can murder them for sweet prizes. And they can also contact you for contact damage. Now, because this is a crafting game, this is also a gather materials game. You don't just need currency in order to have your brethren make you things. You need to find assorted knickknacks, feathers, and silicon, and whatever the hell else, which can turn this into a grinding game for all of your grinding whims and desires. We also have a transceiver that has limited battery power at missions, but you can use that to teleport. You can call in for a first aid supply, you can call in for a C4 supply, you can call in for a shock bomb supply, you can just yeet yourself out of the mission. Over here, say another C4 note so that we can destroy the fuel tank. However, we've already got C4 on hand. Let's go ahead and destroy that, because we can. No one has chosen to be the robot in our group playthrough, so I'm acquainting myself with the sights and sounds of this Tsar creature. Also, there is that. I would like that, thank you. That matters. Don't think there's anything else in this little tutorial area regarding to, like, talkie boxes. I'll just go ahead and take you around on a quick cruise. We might find some extra dialogue in this tutorial area. Fruits that we can use for crafting. Little animals scampering away from me. Oh, the reload. Bamboozled. There we go. Go ahead and pick up our small meat. And wait for the camp. Mission complete to fire off.
Complete.
Ta-da! After every mission, you get a report. Various rank points, bonus materials, especially if you complete extra objectives, especially if you beat the previous fastest time. That includes your own fastest time if you beat, like, the suggested par for a level. Kings, welcome to Camp Crown. This is our headquarters of the campaign against Baron and his Claw miscreants. I've hired other freelancers to fill out the team and aid you in this mission. They're the best of the best. Already met Dr. Bluebell. She'll use her knowledge of the formula to help you in the field. I've devised a couple of Mandrake-enhanced bionic modifications. Bring the right materials and I can upgrade you before missions. You already know Bobby, our trusted copter pilot. He will get you to the field once you've chosen your mission. Choppy and I are so happy you guys are okay and drop off stuff for you during missions. Ms. Zero is our eye in the sky and communication specialist. She can help us find other mercenaries or decrypt enemy chatter. Greetings from space. I'll also be relaying map info to you guys from the big orbital satellite station. Just go to my friendly robot ally, the Iron Prince, if you require my services. That's your multiplayer matchmaker. Cadillac is our man on and under the ground. Using his camouflage disguise skills, he finds out what's to know about Claw. That's right, Big Hat. Come to me if you need to compare notes on Claw, and usually by the latrine. These men are Waylon and Runyon, the Runway brothers. Set up this camp and keep it running smoothly. Oh yes, we're also all about looking good, so don't hesitate if you want a change of color in your life. There's a number of playful jokes and references sprinkled through the game. If you know, you know. The game is fairly lighthearted, but it does have some brutal comic violence. There we go, that's how we'll describe that. Finally, here's Golden Gate. She's a supply specialist. Visit her to make sure you have everything you need before your mission. Hi, big fan of you guys. You can also hold on to extra stuff for you guys too if you need. Just come by. Other experts have dropped in on the island. Your first mission will be the rendezvous with them. Whenever you're ready to go out in the field, come and see me and I'll send you on mission. World counts on you. Ah, what tripe tasker? Baron, my troops have already intercepted your so-called experts tasker. Ha! How your precious kings fight me without guns and blades. It's cruel of you to use Mandrake to give those fools a new life so I can take it from them anew. With Mandrake, I'll usher a new age of war. Craft mighty armies. Humanity will cower before me, waiting for scraps like a dog from its master. You're heading straight to the dog pound, Baron. The dog pound in hell. I'll send you there first, Tasker, along with your other eye. Ah! Kings, you've heard that maniac report to me for your first mission. Go out and cut down Claw. So yes, a mixture of, like, America-fueled, like, G.I. Joe, with a comic depiction, grinding for materials, and a gun crafting system we currently can't access because the individual who's responsible for that, we have to rescue. Golden Gate. You can buy supplies from her, which you can carry in your backpack, or stash in your supply box. You can also stash items in your supply box to pull out later. You can only carry a limited amount of items in your backpack, depending upon the item in question. And note that items in your backpack do influence your speed. Bluebell here builds bionic mods, which do have weight. Most of them provide a benefit as well as a side effect. Some just provide a pure benefit. Take, for example, this Lucky Penny that allows you to get more rare materials, but rewards less money. Or this Hoarder has enemies always drop materials, but decreases chances of making enemies drop rare materials. Paratrooper decreases falling feet speed and prevents hard landing. And Chef makes health items more effective, which only affects rations, which are a partial health restorative, whereas first aid kits are a full health restorative. Let's go ahead and cycle through the supplies real quick. Rations, cover some HP and carry up to 5. Adrenaline shots are a self-revive or a teammate revive. They're pretty useful. I'm really digging them. Hand grenades can be thrown at enemies. Their damage increases as your character ranks up. You have shock bombs, which you can use to paralyze enemies or capture them. A couple of specific missions require you to capture someone. Riot shields, I've not made any specific use of. You can use them to block enemy projectiles. C4 ends up being obligatory in certain areas, and then the first aid kit. We'll just go ahead and carry one around so I can holster my gun here. Show this very fast movement. 0.4 kilograms. Now it's 1.4 kilograms. This particular gun is not that heavy, so it's not a big issue to holster it. Our matchmaking bot. Our decorative duo. Cadillac, who collects a compendium of all the things you've killed to inform you about these things, HP, strengths, weaknesses, and their drops. Out here you've got a little bit of decoration. Yeah, that's the gist of the game. Pretty enjoyable in practice. It takes a little bit to warm up. Initially came across as pretty repetitive to the three of us. And that's one of the reasons why we're 3 sessions in before I'm actually sharing this gameplay. Wanted to make sure that this game could carry its own weight, that would continue to be enjoyable. It can be frenetic at times. The synergy that it promotes, it's easy to just play the game and not actually share the same screen with your allies. But you can also. try pretty hard to share your screen with allies. And there's some synergistic stuff that you can do. That's basically the gist of the game. As a caveat, I'm sure it's pretty easy to figure out, but just as an FYI, I'm more knowledgeable about this game now than what I was at the start of basically next video. The three of us are exploring and learning the game for the first time together, and so implements you may have just seen me demonstrate or convey to you, I will not grasp those concepts. There is a handy manual in the game, which I will slowly scroll through if you'd like to pause and have a look-see, which talks about various gameplay elements. Yeah. Maybe if you know what you're doing in this game, or maybe even if you don't, but have learned just from our conversation together, try to have some patience with past Grimith. I'd say he's trying his best. He tried. We'll put it like that. Also get some glimpses of what we can do. Chat with others. Visit tents to decorate things. Choosing and completing missions. Accomplishing missions. As well as the conditions for doing so. You've got a limited amount of extra lives during missions. You can quit at any time. And then there's different mission types: neutralizing, capturing, rescuing, sabotaging, gathering, extermination, infiltration, rendezvous. Various missions are unlocked through ranks. You gotta collect rank points. There's covering supplies in the backpack. Finding materials, because this is a grindy sort of game. To assemble things. Uh-oh. I somehow managed to make it to the end. There we go. And use them to make all sorts of crazy things. You can also sell them. This covers gun parts, and the various implements of them, whereas the raw damage of a bullet, the elemental power, the range of the projectiles the gun shoots, the rate of fire, how quickly the gun can reload, the ammo capacity, the accuracy of the gun, and how much it weighs, and compatible ammunition types, as well as the various ammunition types. Caustic, acerbic like me, cryogenic, electric, incendiary, and then a discussion about ammo dependency. Standard, pierce, bounce, fragment, large, lead shot, and homing. Apparently later on in the game you can equip more than one ammunition type. You can have composite ammunition types. There are also an armor system that you can upgrade in this game in order to gain more hit points. There are skills and attributes, as well as bionic mods and proficiencies. And this discusses equipment load and movement speed. At the slowest, you do not have any mid-air control. Think of you like one of them Belmonts, just like hurtling through the air. And then a brief discussion about multiplayer. Alright, there we go. That's the gist of it. Look forward to having you come along in what has been an enjoyable game up to this point. Take care, everyone. Do good deeds, or at least consider it. Talk to you all later.